Morning. To begin our practice today, I would love to invite you into some pranayama breath. Our object of focus for mindfulness today will be the subtlety of heat or vibrance of energy. So to get things moving, if you're not feeling any warmth right now, we'll do a little Kapalabhati breath. This is a sharp breath. We'll inhale nice and full and then forcefully exhale it out. Both in and out through the nose if that's available. You can open your mouth if you need to. So let's do 10 rounds together. And I'll just kind of explain this first round together slow, and then we'll start to kick things up for our 10 rounds. We'll take a slow inhale through the nose. Get yourself nice and full, and then forcefully exhale it out through the nose. This is kind of sharp. And we'll get everything out. There's a little squeeze to the belly outward. So let's do that 10 times. Inhale. Forcefully exhale out. Inhale. Forceful exhale out. Inhale. Forceful. 2 more together. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Forceful exhale out. 5 on your own. One more for me. That breath always has this effect of clearing for me. Beautiful way to get us awakened. No caffeine required. Heat. At least in southeastern Wisconsin, where if you're listening to this recording, maybe heat wherever you are. It seems like across the nation, there's a wave of warmth still surrounding us. And it's a beautiful invitation to remember that it is still the season of summer. Next week, we finally come into fall. Autumnal equinox is on Monday. Let's stay with heat. Not as a practice of grasping where we've come from. Certainly not a practice of looking forward or jumping forward to fall. We steady right here. And now guide us through some versions or frameworks for how we might experience heat in our practice today or in our practice of life off the cushion. And then we'll have some time for open exploration. This late summer heat from our environment, in my experience, a little different than the peak of summer heat. I've turned my air conditioning off, which is beautiful, and find myself opening the windows in the evening to enjoy the cooler nights. How do you experience heat this time of the season? Whether it was yesterday or what we're looking forward to today. Is there a bracing against the heat? That anticipation that it should be fall? Maybe your experience of heat is observation if you live in a rural area like I do, or a suburban area, or even around a community garden in the city. This is the late summer season for harvesting. First round. Where is heat continuing to manifest in your environmental experience? Our mindfulness practice is simple. We orient the attention on purpose. Heat. We begin to reorient that awareness into relational heat. I had some family come over on Saturday this weekend, and there is nothing like a family gathering to bring forward some heat. Maybe this is an investigation or an exploration of heat as it manifests with friction, anger, passion. Maybe your exploration of heat is more in the sensation of warming, melting, compassion. Where can you discover some heat, warmth in our relational practice? internal heat. And some ancient practices, like Ayurveda as an example, yoga's sister science, there's digestive heat, or Anyi, A-G-N-I, Anyi, which helps us digest our food. It is that vital source of power and energy. And sometimes when we consume foods that don't settle well with our systems, I'm a nut allergy gal. I haven't had any accidents in a very long time, but an example, if I had an almond, or even if I'm in an closed area where nuts are roasting, woo, that heat sure manifests. It could be any number of things: too much sugar, not enough fiber, or even the smooth move of digestive heat when everything is perfectly balanced, that little warming sensation. And finally, energetic heat. This sometimes awakens with our pranayama practice, like that Kapalabhati breath. Breath has this capacity to ignite settled energy. And sometimes the goal is to settle energy if heat is already too high naturally, or if there's some sluggish feelings, neutral, numb. Breath can waken up, give some spirit. Is there heat, warmth, percolating, bubbling, tingling, waves of temperature? And this is a lot more subtle than some of our other observations, maybe more metaphorical. trouble a lot of times living and thriving in presence. My mind is many times oriented to the future. And yesterday, I was grabbing coffee with a meditation friend after I taught my morning yoga class. And I was sweaty and gross, and she came in for a hug, and I said, I was a little distant on the hug. And I was like, careful, I'm really gross, really sweaty. And she said, I love a sweaty hug. And we talked about the weather, of course, in a casual conversation. And I was lamenting a little bit the lingering heat and saying how I was ready for it to be fall. And she said, I just love this reflection of the fact that it's still summer. So this meditation is for her. Beautiful reminder to stay with what is here and not brace against it. Like in my sweaty hug. If there was an object of mindfulness in that practice that you can stick with for our remaining time, that's our invitation. Environment, relationships, maybe in the physical body or in the energy body. Stay there for a little bit of time. you're welcome to stay with this object of mindfulness, heat. It may be that effort is required. We skillfully apply that right effort. For our last few minutes of time together, maybe you choose a different object, environment, relationships, physical, energetic. And for these last few minutes together, let this be an embodied practice, especially in the subtlety of bracing. I tend to prefer dry air, cooler air, crisp air, and it really manifests this heat and moist experience as bracing against. Or if it's more relational or energetic, going into my little turtle shell. Either way, it's this steadying, shielding. Whatever your experience is, surrender, a word we've played with, not from a place of giving up, but rather intention and power. Oof. Stay with it. For our last minute together, an invitation to bring your hand onto your body. Maybe it's the heart center, maybe it's the belly, maybe it's Anjali Mudra. Where can we connect to heat? May the merits of this practice be of benefit to all sentient beings. Heat maybe shows up as fierce compassion, for which we always include ourselves. Thank you so much for your practice this morning. Hope you have a really beautiful day.